Scores of Grenadians have been on the breadline since the onset of COVID-19 in Grenada last year, and this was one of the issues brought into sharp focus at the United Nations General Assembly by Grenada's Minister for Foreign Affairs, International Business and CARICOM Affairs, Oliver Joseph.
Preliminary estimate showing that the economy contracted by 13.7% in 2020. Stark declines were recorded in several sectors, most notable tourism and air transport. Unemployment rose from a record low of 15.1% in the fourth quarter of 2019 to 28.4% in the second quarter of 2020, with 14,000 jobs being lost as a direct consequence of the pandemic.
Even as the country's COVID-19 cases are at their highest peak, with more than 120 people dead as a result of the virus, and the plaguing issue of unemployment remains, Minister Joseph said that government is realizing some signs of improvement in the economy.
For the first quarter of 2021, show periods of decline in most sectors, including hotels and air transport. However, there are indications of improved economic activity relative to 2020, as evidenced by second quarter data available for most sectors. Visitor arrivals also increased during the second quarter of 2021 relative to the same period in 2020. This trend is expected to continue in the second half as vaccination rollouts increase and cross-border travel improves globally.
As government prepares for the budget of revenue and expenditure for 2022, Minister Joseph told the UN the priorities for the budget are based on government's strategic policy agenda for recovery, transformation, and resilience.
From the pandemic has been especially severe for vulnerable groups, particularly women, youth, and the unskilled, who are overrepresented in the tourism and informal sectors, which were hardest hit by the pandemic. 16 months after the first COVID-19 case was reported on island, the local economy continues to experience the lingering effects. For the first 6 months of the year, economic activity was below pre-COVID levels, but slightly above the comparable figure in 2020.
Grenada was the last CARICOM representative to address the UN debate on Monday. Cherry and Blackburn Stephen, GBN News.